Today we'll be doing Batman and Gotham Knights. Not the comic book that was ended a long time ago, but the movie that was made between Batman Begins and right before Batman The Dark Knight. So this is like the Animatrix. Those movies are different, but they have similar things. Like, for example, both of them have different art animated styles. And they also have multiple stories, but they're different movies. That said, let's get on the plot. The first story takes place with different kids, and these kids are from... They're street kids, and they're at a skate park, and all of them saw Batman except for one. And they each tell different stories. This all took place on the same day of Batman fighting the same person, Men in Black, but there's different versions. When Batman's a shadow, Batman's a giant bat, Batman's a robot. And then finally, Batman does show up at the skateboard with a Man in Black that was fighting him throughout the day. And he fights him, and one of the kids whacks him, and then it ends, "Man, I got a story to review," and it goes to black. Then the next story is Crossfire. One detective is skeptical of Batman, thinks he's a typical vigilante. The other knows that he's a good person, and then they dropped off this prisoner, and then they drop him off, and then they got middle of the gangster war between Salmoney and the Russian mob. Then Batman shows. Then, after being saved, the other detective was not so skeptical of a vigilante anymore of a hero. The next one is Failed Test. Lucius Fox shows Bruce Wayne some new technology that uses his Batman to stop the war. The Russians, and the Salmon again, and Morgan. And one of the technologies could, if you shot a bullet, the bullet would bounce off and cause shockwaves. And also a magnetizing, thing that has been in it. And what happens with the thing that has shock waves, it bounces off and hits a guy. And that sort of thing, and then takes him to the hospital. The next story is Darkness 12. A cardinal family gets abducted, and Batman has to use his detective skills to take him down the sewers, and he runs into Killer Croc, and that sort of thing, and also the Scarecrow. The next story is Working Through Pain. Working Through Pain is basically a story where, two stories in one, where Batman is shot in the belly by a guy in the sewers, and he's reconfecting back to the days when he was training to be Batman, and he asks once in India work for his pain, basically, and tries to get for cures to help him, but they don't want his help. But he has this woman who gives him knowledge he seeks, and to help him, and then he is trained in the ways of dealing with pain, and then these boys, since they had these rules about not really that he didn't teach the ways to a foreigner and that sort of thing, so they're working there, and Batman basically fights them, and she says the boys would have gone on their own and played their foolish game. I've helped out with you, with your pain, but you don't dealt with your pain, and just go. Then, in the sewers, where Batman flash forwards to when Alfred comes to him and says, "Hold my hand." The last words of that story, Batman says, "I can't." And we don't know what he can't. It just ends there. The last one, pure action. Deadshot is hired to kill James Gordon, and Batman stop him. So I definitely like this. It's a pretty good Batman animated movie. The 6 animated series was good. Get Kevin Conroy do the voice of Batman from the animated series. He done other animated movies as well, and Arching Fans, best known for the animated series Batman and Beyond, and that sort of thing. And his voice there's other Batman voices, but none compared to him. And the animation is good. It's different styles of animation. As you can see on the back, the different styles of animation throughout stories. Like I said, it's kind of like Animatrix. And I thought all the stories were good. With that being said, I'll end my video. Definitely recommend it.